Okay, guys, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to do a problem like number 2 or number 3 from our assignment in HMH. It's assignment 21, 2.1, translations. And so with these problems, it says draw the pre-image and image of the triangle under a translation along, and then it gives you a vector description. So these kind of look like parentheses, but they're not quite parentheses. They're pointy, which means it's a vector. So the vector is -3, which means I move from the initial point 3 units to the left and then 4 units up, okay? And that'll give me my terminal point. And before I use this, I need to figure out what triangle I am translating. Well, the triangle I'm translating has coordinates P, 3, -4, Q, 5, -2, R, 8, -4. You'll probably have a different triangle and a different transformation, but the process is still the same. So what I'm going to start by doing is plotting the 3 points. Actually, I'm going to be graphing the 3 sides of the triangle. So down at the bottom, you're given 3 green side lengths for your pre-image. You can notice it's the pre-image because there's no tick marks on these letters. And then you're given 3 side lengths for the image after the translation. And they have the tick marks, which you can read this as P prime, Q prime, where that's what I get after I translate the side length of PQ. So I'm going to plot these first. So I'm going to pick one of them. Let's take the first one, segment PQ, and then P is at the point 3, -4. So if I go to 3 and then to -4 and click, I'm holding down my mouse button because I'm going to click and drag out to the end of this segment, which is Q, 5, -2. So starting at 0 to go to 5, that's 3, 4, 5, and then -2. So I'm now going to release the mouse button, and that is the first side length of my triangle from P to Q. And then I'm going to make another point. I'm going to do QR next. Well, Q I already know is here, so I can click. And then R, I'm holding down my mouse button. I'm going to go to 8, -4. So there's 6, 7, 8, and -4. All right, and it kind of overlaps the descriptive parts of it, but that's okay. If you do make a mistake and you want to start all over, you click the trash can. If you just want to erase one piece, then you would highlight the piece you want to erase, and then you would click the erase button. Okay, but so far I'm doing pretty good, so I'm not going to do that. The last segment I have is PR. It should just be connecting these 2 points, but I can double check that P is at 3, -4. Okay, and then R is at 8, -4. With this assignment, you need to be very intentional in your graphing and being precise. And this last segment I drew, it looks a little crooked to me, so I'm going to highlight it and delete it. I'm going to try again. It's still highlighted. So, okay. So now I have my original triangle, and I know that this triangle is under a translation of going from 3 units to the left and 4 units up. So each point will do that. And I'm going to start with whichever one is horizontal or vertical. I'm going to start with this horizontal piece, which is PR. So I'm going to grab the segment for P prime R prime. And if I choose one point to start with, let's say I start with P, okay, I need to go 3 units to the left and then 4 units up, which puts me right at the origin. So I'm going to click, and then I'm recreating segment PR to create segment P prime R prime, which is exactly 5 units long. Okay. And now it's just me copying the rest of the triangle. So P prime Q prime is this side, which is from P I go up 2 over 2. So if I click here, I do that. And then Q prime R prime is this last segment here. Now before I check my answer, I want to make sure that I actually did what this vector says. It's 3 to the left, 4 up. So every single point, so this far right point should go 3 to the left and then 4 units up. And I should end at the same mirrored point here. And the same thing for the top one, 3 to the left, 4 up. And the one I started with, 3 to the left, 4 up. So this looks good.